are playing very well, and it's related as a translating international team. And Angola I've seen, if you try to and run with them, and you are the players that can run with them. Fatawu, Semenyo, Jordan, and Kudus are all good runners that they can run with them. Let's see, Ottoman stock in the West, they have to push and push very well. And that's the idea. As we are playing to their hands and how the Angola wants us to play. And I'm move here to play according to their rhythm.
Okay, Zakito, and I'm attending Kano. Mamin Kwariho, Nayanchi Kakra, and 5 on there. And I am silent observer. Nana say me Hanika Kakra and say, Sina, 32 minutes, go be my and from my friend Nimino.
Well, I'm not surprised because approach from both coaches, you know, one of a lot of caution. But you open at Angola for Nasi. But in Ghana, there, we have to take risk. Something we are failing to do. And we'll go back and we'll home. And our first match in of the qualifiers, what attitude no, one of say take risk and you're good for you. Ubekaya and Opania say and some supporters, you know, more pressure if the game is not going well. But the players must also know say the supporters are here to watch them display good football. Angola is, you know, a bit on top of the game between the two. No? And largely because of your approach to game, you know, because Claire said you push you too much. Set up and say you set it up, no. One that and I say you want the game under control because our midfielders they can pass the ball, they can possess the ball, and they can push the ball forward. And there were a lot of runners in the team. Oh, said yeah, Nazakito Kano. Ishaku Arania, he was waiting for the ball, but the ball no armor. Come on, you're ready, mum, nothing a ball no ebaye. It happens that way. You don't get too many openings. And I think say no money no my essay. Yeah, what you man. And oh says I wish your front lines now. Could do something timber short, Samanya timber short, Jordan timber short. And they say it's me bad nothing no. Yet me put a bit pressure on the Omu defense. No, Omu defense may a bit relaxed. They are not under pressure. They are playing a comfortable game. Whereas I won't meet trouble. This is Kumasi, and I see a push a bit further.
Yet also, Etiamamo, Hariawa, and I'm attending Kano. Bonabedi, Kana Manteno, Lawrence Statisiki, Wakabon 10, Bonnet Freeway throwing 100.7 on Empire FM 102.7 Promise Radio. Yegusua at the live commentary no. Every Baba Yara Sports Stadium Bremo, Bebia Utie Tumatino, and Empire FM, Promise Broadcasting Limited. And the live commentary no. Bremo, Bonabeti, goalkeeper Dema, Angola, Adelson Soprano, Wajeboni Mudiama, David Camo back to Soprano, Wakaboni 10 Simo, Mohamed Sadisu, Wapima Frio, Abedi Pate, Riache, Ewan Fifi, Bonabedi, Brantanity, Ete, Jacinto Dalla, corner kick for Angola. Bonia corner kick. Angola, everybody at Ghana, Jacinto Dalla, master player, no dangerous, Osha Tenjesi, Oko Angola, Nahutedi, Jacinto Dalla, when in Bonnie Papa, one Asabe Jambonechi, Ediam Angola, corner kick, Angola, everybody at Ghana, dangerous for the Black Stars of Ghana. Angola, Pelancas Negras. Refreshing Abe. Angola Payabolo. Atizigia Ponchefrio. Bonnie say Abedi Manuel Kafumana. Wete Bonim Diama. Clinton Lorenco. Wapayabonimo Debbie. Straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Lawrence Atizigi. What the Bonache Nurio Fortuna Bono Anko, Antoine Semenyo, Wafliki Kwache, Bona Sabedi Angola Manteno, Wanibona Bre, David Camo Bobani Tente, Obianio, Akodi Kokipa, Lawrence Atizikio, Wachebonimo, Eriama Elisha Ousu, Wokutabone de Makana, long stretching pass to the left side, nobody to locate. Bonabedi Clinton, Marta, Lorenko, Ocha Jesse, Edman Angola, Clinton Marta, Piabono, Bonacodi Ghana Manteno, Alidu Sledu, Alidu, to Kudus, Wapaste, Tariq Lamte, Tariq, Brighton, Macrossio, Debbie, Angola Yefrio, Bonabo, Jocelyn Dalanza, Angola, woman to Memphis, Kudus, Wachebonimo, up to Fatal Shaku, on the right side of attack, Fatau, watch it, Fatau, Wadache, Bona Sabedi Fatau Obium, Bona Abeche, up to Mumin, what am I Elisha Ousu, Thomas Pate Piabono, Elisha Ousu, Ajemudiama Tariq Lamte, Tariq back to Elisha, to Thomas Pate to Alidu, Debbie Way Tariq Lamte to Pate progressive, Pate, Watofom, Wale pass, Kudus Mohamed, Wadama, Fatah Ishaku, Wacrossio, Angola Primafrio, Bonin Saye, Bon Americana Manteno, Refrache Fao, Eliatia, the Palenkas, Nicholas of Angola, after 39 minutes, 6 more minutes to end the first half. Ghana nil, Angola nil. Live from the Babaya Sports Stadium, transmitting on Oyepa 100.7, Promise 102.7. Bonabedi Tariq Lamte, what the Bonama, Elisha Usu, Elisha Chebonimo, up to moment, won the Bonache, Bonacodi Angola, Bartolomeo, Kwisanka, Wale Pasino, Ghana winning goal kick. Ghana winning goal kick. A free kick at Ghana ball. Eliati Angola. You have about 40 minutes. 5 more minutes to go. Bonabedi Lawrence Atiziki. When the Bonabre Thomas Pate Yama Mohamed Kudus na the Boneko Kudus Wait the Bonim Diabeche Thomas Pate the Trabono Thomas Pate Bonim Diama Elisha Usu Elisha Le Pass Abdul Fatau Bawende free kick assistant line 1 Diodon Nutuimana from Rwanda, watch it free kick. Eliama the Black Stars of Ghana. A free kick. Edma Ghana. Akaka Kirby. Amwera Angola 18 box in the Ewoni Fanfa show. Ghana free kick. Mohamed Kudus ne Jambonachi. Mohamed Kudus. Wojambo Ghana. Refreshing Abe. Kudus. At the right side, Kudus say, what was it? And Mohamed Kudus.
Bana supporters neba. Min kan fanada. Goalkeeper Addison Caperano. Wasimrante munko. Wasana bona tete. Namsunabi bona trashenetro. Bona trasheno e Troya Boretia. Omer France Angola. Alu to say to Wafa bona to bona tempaso. Jordan Ayu, Jordan, Yamana Kwai. Yaman, Jordan Kwai. Bon international. Yano Jatro, Jetureti Angola. Alexi Seydu, Watuban and Tempaso, Antoine Semenyo, Debbie, Amasai Bore for a third throw of the game. Yano Jatro, Jetureti Omer France Angola. Ali doit tout bon tempaso. A chance. Non Sudabi. On m'a bon effort. A chance. Non Sudabi. Goalkeeper Addison Caperano. Watch it bono asada form. Se wa play. Enya isemen kan fanada. Enye Zemin Campanada. 44 minutes so far, so good. Black Star 0, Angola 0. Black Star 0, Angola 0. Still, goalkeeper Addison Caperano. What else is that from? What's the original now? What's original now? Minkan Fanada. Black Stars, so far so good. Obian Fabon to your country. Goalkeeper Addison Caperano was long certain pass. A Tirekoe, Woman Wapem 110 passo. Antoine Semenyo, when you control ye, Wanako. Goalkeeper Lawrence Satizigi. Wa control ball nicely. Center referee Sima Enum nato so. Bonatracheno. E you throw ya to the chair. Ya to the chair, my friends. The Black Stars of Ghana. Bonakodi Noro Fortuna Watu Bonam Tempaso Tirekoe 9-1 Wache Bonam Tempaso Jordan Ayu Owetinakwana. Hey Jordan Court Bonante Monaco Mohamed Kudus Nasurabi Tarek Lamte where you born nicely Mohamed Kudus Yamana Kwai just
Campbell again. No nonsense defender, just like Mohamed Salisu from Ghana, who sends that ball forward. An awkward one for Gelunda Gaspar, who got caught underneath it, and he needed Neblu to come out and claim. Gelunda Gaspar played for Lecce in Serie A in Italy these days. Portuguese top flight. Of course, the language means that often leading Angolan players, if they do move abroad, will play in Portugal. Have the Portuguese coach these days, in Pedro Gonçalves, who's been there for a few years now. Alternative option is to move to Brazil. That's where Bastos Kisanga is playing his club football with Botafogo, flying high in the Brazilian top division. It's a roundabout route to get there. having been in Saudi Arabia and Russia, before that in Italy with Lazio. Challenge on Abdul Mumin. Tripped up by Mamadou. It's a free kick for Ghana. Disappointing AFCON campaign, but they bounced back with a couple of very important wins in World Cup qualifying in June, hoping to build on that today, but that was just beyond the reach of Tarek Lamptey, much to the relief of the Angolan defence. Rostov Kisanga sending it long downfield, picked up by Mahoud Salisu. Alidou Seydou. By Jordan Ayew, the veteran forward, son of Amidi Pele. Saku trying to bring it under control. Kudus again. Really that one shot by Kudus of note in the first half today. At either end, this is Kudus once more. Final attack perhaps in the first half. Show for Angola to relieve the pressure on that defence. Mabululu felt the contact from Abdul Mumin, went down. You can't see the contact there, but the referee straight across to Abdul Mumin. I think brandishing the first yellow card of the game. Oh, he's done lots of running, Mabululu. Not much reward for his efforts thus far. Allotted 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the half. Nuria Fortuna cancelling each other out for the moment. Ghana have had more of the play, more of the territory, and the one chance of note, the shot from Mohamed Kudus, which was an awkward one for Neblu in the Angola goal, but a comfortable enough save all the same. And we wait for the breakthrough here. Ghana 0, Angola 0 at half time. And some of the statistics from the first half, Ghana edging it in terms of possession, pretty even though, and in terms of shots on goal, 4 for Ghana, 5 for the away side, but Ultimately, just 1 on target for the Ghanaians, 2 for the visitors, and nothing too much to trouble either goalkeeper in the first half here, in front of a big crowd and an enthusiastic crowd in Kumasi. Ghana 0, Angola 0.
GBC Client Service.
Hello, thank you for calling.
GBC provides you the platform to amplify your brand reach when you advertise on our 7 TV channels
and 18 regional and district radio stations across the country.
Please reach our sales department at sales@gbcghanaonline.com and telephone numbers 0303 959604 and 0303 959605.
For all customer care issues, reach us by email care@gbcghanaonline.com and
home appliances.
Hello, ma. Kwame new.
Hey, Kwame, now what pomu to say?
Mami, who you? Mami, pedemu your mama me fear for fraud.
Kwame, makacho se bia pa kope a oho ese wuku.
Mami, nim so me say here mattress ebe come panu so.
Ko ash foam.
Na so for medicine mo dia dwedwo me ho so
Enwa ne ash foam.
Na wardrobes amene mo nyina be komu
ash foam.
Linens ni so me amedi mi ti beto so asunda papa so
Bio Kwame. Ash foam.
Mami, feel ash foam one eko.
Sebanu mattresses, empa, sofas, wardrobes, linens, sumie, and in yakika humbebrea. And Samrekra, ko ash foam and krabatabia wo maimu babia.
Anafre 02556 579 214.
Ash foam. Feel it, know it.
The station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, why you TV? Why you TV? The #1 station for the whole nation. It's about entertainment, education. Why you TV will take you to different levels. Say Why you TV will take you to different levels. Why you TV?
Oyeripa TV, Efrinyame. Catholic Charismatic Renewal Ghana at the National Conference 2024 Ebrayan. Na sa conference imo any Miracle Healing Crusade. Openi adwumadie nensa ehyekyerem eye Most Reverend John Yaw Afokwa. Wono na Episcopal Chairman Emma CCR Ghana. Host Archbishop eye Most Reverend Gabriel Justice Yanochi. Metropolitan Archbishop Emma Kumasi. Yesa wo National Chaplain Emma CCR Ghana. Reverend Father Franklin Owusu Bequin. Sa Miracle Healing Crusade di Ebaso. Memrenda September bosreda toso aduonu nwɔtwe ewa fiya mu ebɛhyɛseɛ awia no mienu mpa mu kɔma nwure no nsia mpa mu ewo University Royal Parade Ground ekyensɛm a ɛda so no potokasɛm no be fruitful ɛnam sɛ dwumadie so nti yato nsa frɛ Drew Favor kɔ Lumen Christi Community UK ɛna afei so Jebe Campus kɔ Lumen Christi Community UK yato nsa frɛ sɛ bra wɔn mo asomu yadeɛ wɔn nso mo ntimi hunu adeɛ sanso na wɔn mo kita poma ɛne crutches ahodo ne nyinaa bɛfiri hɔ fa ho hyɛ sɛ dwumadie mu bi na wo ha wo nyinaa to betwa sɛ wo pɛ dwumadie no mu nkyerɛmu a na wɔfrɛ 0552 461 615. Praise the Lord now and forever.
Promise TV Abama washing in Abamo. Promise TV Abama washing in Abamo. Promise TV Aiko Mama washing Abamo. Aiko Promise Mama. Promise TV Yamina Aiko Mama washing Abamo. Aiko Promise Mama. Don't talk, just act. Don't say, just show. Don't promise, just prove. Promise can you wash a yamba, so Bama Bashanabem. You're training, Wama Bashanabem. What promise TV? Aiko, or the Anigiaba, promise TV, or the Yahutoaba, promise TV, the Wapadisia, promise TV, promise TV, promise TV, when you see promise TV, say you miss a promise TV, promise TV, promise TV, promise TV, you never know, promise TV, promise TV, promise TV, boss and the decom, promise TV, promise TV, promise TV, promise TV, promise TV, Yaminaka.
Niemu damiseya na fe mo from on ta yare ebeba why when sing enya papun ni nkeka ho na say so yare aba
ampa enunti ni hia say ye detol semina ebo yen yema ene atofo ho pai detol kunwa wa edi yare dodo na ebro yen esantu onwase yetimi di dware esanso de bobro yen sa na me blonso de eda from kama
detol de ni na nimno ene yesan jinodi detol protects from up to 100 illness causing germs.
Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association Aji Detol Atum.
Messeya ya tu susu bi wodwem eduru me so a me koton kan nyina bi wo boseba
susu bema bibia susu jai susu no ne enko boseba wonom ne enko penkane ani bi na yensu yenimu mra nyam ne yakam
yo nyame wo ho na me yebrebe ko boseba electricals ma me dem ye sabrochi a wode be huru kan na nanansi ho awushafo boseba electricals sese kane bia wabrochi mamu wode bia bagana ha akoni ceiling fan kane wo mu na sabonum won kane de so bedroom abede da kama afa garden lighter and also flowers on ceiling light gate light
And like you said, it's not really fair on the guys, for us to ask them to perform on these pitches when, we haven't given them the right components to be able to perform.
Well, I think that when they've got the ball on the edge of the box, the players Well, that brings us to the question of how players are deployed, because you see Shaku playing on the right side of the attack, and you see Semenyo on the left side with Jordan in the middle. Now into the second half, we have Ashimero on the bench, we have Inaki Williams on the bench. And you see the statistics, as I indicated earlier, in terms of possession, the Black Stars are the dominance in terms of the possession. But just check the shots on goal. It's only 1 for Ghana, and surprisingly 2 for Angola. Total shots for Angola is 5. And it tells you that it's not just about just possessing the ball, but it's a question of what you do with the ball when you have it.
Rightly so. And going into the second half, I think what Otto is trying to do is, at times you saw Elijah also dropping deep to join the centre backs to make their back three and allow the full backs to go high up the pitch. And once the full backs went high, we saw Isaaku and Semenyo come narrow in and around Jordan. So they are creating the numbers on the edge of the box. They are just not shooting enough. But on this pitch, the passing won't help necessarily. So we
go straight to the Royal Sports Stadium for the second half.
Make it to the next Africa Cup of Nations, and we're still waiting for the breakthrough between these two teams. Reason I would suggest for either coach to change things at the moment. Mention that there is quality on the Ghana bench in front of.
Descárgate Globo, pide comida, la compra del súper, algo de la farmacia o lo que quieras.
Have kept on arriving really at the stadium in Kumasi next year through to the 18th of January in 2026 with the final in Rabat. Currently 0-0 between these two teams. A couple of near misses in the years since as they get themselves a free kick. Again, Abdul Fattah Isaaku trying to cause chaos on the right wing, cutting inside and then Shaw pushing him over. Well, Angola's number 23 has done an awful lot of backtracking, helping out defensively, sometimes been very useful. That was slightly clumsy from him, giving away the free kick, and now Ghana with the chance just a minute into the second half to do something from the set piece. Mohamed Kudus to take it here. Swings it in, it's headed out by Bastos Kisanga. And the follow-up shot from Isaaku lacking any real power. It may have taken a slight deflection on its way and looks like a corner's been given. Keeping the pressure on. Difficult one for the goalkeeper who plucks it out of the air. And that blue clutching onto it. Kudus is 24 now. He's heading into his peak years and could be a really big player for Toronto's team. The next couple of campaigns, the AFCON and then the World Cup, they'll come one after the other in quick succession. Lamptey, one of the smallest players on the field, doing a bit of damage. There's Gelson Dalla and Freddie Ribeiro to take the free kick here for Angola. Quinton Mata. Freddie Ribeiro to the left-hand side for Gelson Dalla. Influence on this game has been fairly minimal in truth. Freddie Ribeiro looking for Nuria Fortuna. Fouled by the Angola player. Catching Elisha Owusu. If we base it on world rankings, Ghana certainly favourites today, 64th in the world according to FIFA. Angola in 90th place. Break that down to the African continent. Ghana are 12th in Africa, Angola 18th, but of course performances at the last Cup of Nations would suggest the opposite. Ghana gone in the group stage and Angola reaching it. Mohamed Kudus had an impressive first season in English football after moving to West Ham from Ajax. 14 goals in all competitions in 45 games for the Hammers. It's difficult to get on the ball and play short passes in midfield because of the surface here. Still, Ghana have been a little bit wasteful, could have done better in certain situations. Here they come with Thomas Partey, marauding Arsenal player, and the captain of this Ghana team today. He's got Alidou Seydou alongside him, plays it forward, looking for Jordan Ayew. Comes out to Partey. Owusu. Certainly in terms of raw talent, Ghana, you have to say, have been underachieving lately. So many exciting players, and you look at the spine of this team with such a solid centre-back like Salisu, with Partey in the midfield, with Kudus getting forwards, joining the attack, and with Jordan Ayew's experience, and playing like Antoine Semenyo with terrific potential, and Abdul Fattah Issa-Haku on the right wing. Undoubted quality in this Ghana team. It's not translating into much in terms of clear chances thus far today. And when you look at what Otto Addo has available to him on the bench, well, certainly somebody like Iñaki Williams may be useful at some point. Clearly not in a hurry to alter anything. Issa-Haku. Lamptey making the run forward to join the attack and winning the corner. Another opportunity to get the ball into the box here. Salisu and the Angolan captain and the Ghana defender is the man who's been penalised here. This was Mohamed Salisu lighting up the shot, blocked by Clinton Mata. And then really just going for a 50-50 ball and being fractionally late. Kjellanda Gaspar giving it to David Kamu. Gelson Dalla. Gelson Dalla again. Has got red shirt staying out in the middle. It needed a better delivery than that Falls for Clinton Mata. Flights it up towards the back post. Again. Bastos Kisanga. Angola playing with the back three today. Indian Teka trying to keep that in play, but unsuccessful. It sort of sums up the attitude of Pedro Gonçalves, the coach, coming into this game. When you look back at the last match they played in June in the World Cup qualifiers, they played Cameroon at home in Luanda, finished in a 1-1 draw, and the only change to their team today from that game was the introduction of the extra centre-back in Bastos Kisanga, which has led to Manuel Benson, the winger, dropping out of the team. Of the second half played. Goalless between Ghana and Angola, nations who faced each other in the qualifying campaign for the last AFCON, and they both made it through their group. Expect the closest we've come to a goal yet. Kudus with the latest delivery from the corner. Well, quite appropriate that it should have been Semenyo having that shot, because it was Antoine Semenyo who got the only goal in the corresponding fixture here in Kumasi in the last AFCON qualifying campaign. A stoppage time goal it was as well, as Ghana won 1-0. And then the teams drew 1-1 in the return in Luanda. Osman Bukari equalising goal for Ghana in that game. Ghana ended up finishing 3 points ahead of Angola at the top of the group, and Angola only actually won 2 matches in that qualifying campaign. Ultimately a draw with Madagascar in the last match was what allowed them to qualify, because it came at the same time as the Central African Republic were losing here in Ghana. Ghana beat the same nation, the same Central African Republic, in their last World Cup qualifying outing in June in a remarkable game, a 4-3 victory here that day. The Central African Republic were actually 2-1 up at half-time. Jordan Ayew scored a hat-trick that day. And Ghana scored 3 goals in 10 second half minutes to really turn that game around and really give a massive boost to their hopes of reaching the World Cup. They won 2-1 away to Mali in Bamako just a few days before that, with Jordan Ayew scoring in stoppage time. They are on course to make it to the World Cup, finding the going a little bit tricky today in Angola as we come up to the hour mark, making first change. Randy and Teka off. And it's Zito Luvumbu who comes on. Forward with Cagliari in Serie A in Italy. see if that makes any real difference. It would have changed the shape, particularly for Angola. Foul on Clinton Mata by Owusu. Zito Luvumbo immediately making his presence felt out there. Kialunda Gaspar. Oh, looking for Luvumbo. Trying to keep that in play, but conceding the free kick. Young forwards. 4 goals in Serie A last season after helping Cagliari win promotion. He's not a prolific scorer of goals, but he's come through the ranks at Cagliari. Played there under Claudio Ranieri for a time. Jordan Ayew. Kudus out to the right. Isahaku trying the shot, which is blocked, and Kialunda Gaspar heads it clear. Ayew again. Into the middle by Seydou. Kudus did really well to get a proper first touch on that under pressure, but he was in an offside position. See it better from this angle. I'll tell you what, not sure that he was offside. If he had VAR, that would have been very closely reviewed. But Kudus went on to tuck the ball into the net. And Angola, as previously mentioned, came very close to holding Ghana, frustrating them here in this stadium in the last AFCON qualifying campaign. They're trying to do the same today. Semenyo feeds it through for Ayew. Just couldn't quite get it into his stride, and it will be a goal kick. Really clever ball by Semenyo through the legs of the defender Kialunda Gaspar. Jordan Ayew, who's just moved to Leicester City from Crystal Palace. Been around a long time, still just 32, but he will be 33 next week. Born in France. Here we come again. Into the middle from Isahaku and collected by Neblu. Now they're probing, looking for that breakthrough goal. Clinton Mata having to hold the ball up here. Freddie Ribeiro to show. Rare chance for him to get his foot on the ball in midfield. Gelson Dalla. Now with Mabululu. Mabululu thinks about the shot. He struck it really well. And that's the first time I think that Lawrence Atizigi has been properly tested today. Always right behind it, tipping it over the bar. And behind for an Angola corner. 65 minutes gone. Let's see what they can do with this. Freddie Ribeiro will take it. central midfielder to deliver this. 6 red shirts in the penalty box, waiting to attack the ball in. Comes out to Zito Luvumbu. Off target. Are we going to have a goal today? Stays this way, Sudan will be top of the standings in Group F at the end of the first match day. Semenyo coming deep. Ghana 0, Angola 0. We're nearly midway through the second half. Kudus, superb turn away from Shaw. Isaku, Jordan Ayew not getting any freedom in the penalty box. It is a Ghana corner, taken quickly by Isaku. Flighted into the middle, headed away by the towering Kialonda Gaspar. Watched all the way by Nebla, who punches clear. Isaku losing out to Joel Sundala, then committing the foul. These two nations who share something in common. They both went to the World Cup for the first time in 2006. Back then the Ghanaians made it to the last 16. The Angolans didn't make it beyond their group. They didn't win a game, but they certainly didn't disgrace themselves in that tournament in Germany. Lost narrowly to Portugal, drew with Mexico, drew with Iran as well, and then went home. Jordan Ayew. Alidou Seydou. Seydou's cross is a really poor one. For all that you can point to the difficult playing surface here, final ball has too often not been good enough today from the Ghanaians. I want to give their big support in this stadium something really tangible to cheer.
Mira qué de platos para fregar.
Y mira que...
Referee Ajefao Yamakana. Ay, Mahundino. Bonnie a freaky Ghana. Ede ko Antoine Semenyo. Wajemu de by Charlie Lusedu. Sedu Diama Mohamed Salisu.
He scored a goal for Arsenal at the beginning of this season, and a victory away to Aston Villa in the Premier League. Poor delivery, and the Angola goalkeeper will watch that behind for the goal kick. A view of the stadium here in Kumasi. Mentioned Ghana's pass record at the Cup of Nations. Won it in 1982, the last time. They won it in 1978 as well. That was on home soil. The matches were played here in Kumasi, albeit Ghana played their games in Accra. The final in that edition against Uganda. Ghana's other victories in the competition coming in successive years. 1963 and 1965. They have been runners-up on numerous occasions, most recently 2010 in Angola, and in 2015 when Jordan Ayew was already part of the side that was edged out by Ivory Coast. Since that campaign in Equatorial Guinea have really struggled, gradually regressing with each edition. Here's Thomas Partey. Interception by that man Show. Zito Luvumbu challenged by Seydou right in front of the referee, and it will be a yellow card for Alidou Seydou. And he gave the referee the opportunity to book him. And Angola now are going to make a double substitution here. Mabululu is coming off. Nielsen will replace him. Things just calming down a bit in the centre circle. Tensions spilling over ever so slightly. Painful one for Zito Luvumbu. Fans remaining patient. I think they were aware that this could have been a really awkward game today. Get a picture there from the players' shirts, the extent to which the conditions are trying today. Lots of humidity, not peak humidity perhaps in these parts, but still really tough conditions. Just taking advantage of the cooling break to gather their forces for the remainder of this game. 15 minutes of the 90 still to play. Angola making changes. Felicio Nielsen coming on. Another change has been made as well. Strela coming into the midfield. Double substitution. Mabululu, the player who's made way for Felicio Nielsen. You caught by Strela, making his presence felt after coming on. Ghana, Jordan Ayew finally getting a sighting of goal today. It's taken 77 minutes to come for him. Partey. Ayew back to goal, holding off David Kamo and laying it back for the shot from Abdul Fattah Issahaku. Let's see this chance again for Jordan Ayew. Knew exactly where he was going to place that ball, just blasted on target. Kielunda Gaspar, a crucial intervention to make the block and deny the veteran striker. More than 100 caps for his country, in terrific form of late. There's still time for one of these two teams to find a winning goal today. Just over 12 minutes of the 90 left. There should be, imagine, another 5 or 6 minutes added on, just as there were at the end of the first half. Bastos marshalling that behind for the goal kick. Angola making changes, not altering anything in terms of their shape. Strela, man on the ball here, the number 20, coming on for show. We put in so much running. It's a really big moment in this game. Still in with a chance of snatching this and stunning the home crowd. Away by Semenyo. Into Mata across the cover. It's well played by the experienced fullback. Classic away performance in many respects from Angola, maintaining a threat on the break but focusing on frustrating their hosts and frustrating the big home crowd as well. Set them up nicely for what's to come next in this group for the Angolans. Angola at home to Sudan in their next game. That's going to be a really important one. The Sudanese beginning their campaign with a victory yesterday. Ghana on the ball again. It's a good strike on target, straight at the goalkeeper. Issahaku once again, powerfully struck, but too close to the goalkeeper. This all eats up precious time. Issahaku has been lively. Impressive numbers last season for Leicester in the Championship, English second tier, 6 goals, 13 assists, and a loan move from the Portuguese giant Sporting turned into a permanent transfer. Foul on Tarek Lamptey. Felicia Nielsen, the substitute, catching him. Time finally for Ghana to make a substitution here. Abdul Fattah Issahaku certainly tried out there today. It's Majid Ashimeru coming on for him, and Elisha Owusu being replaced by Joseph Paintsil. Well, in reality, Paintsil is the attacking player, and Ashimeru, you can see the number 8 there, moving in alongside Thomas Partey in the heart of the midfield. going to have a grandstand finish here. The Ghanaians certainly be looking to push for the winning goal. Angola will be happy to soak up the pressure and maybe snatch one on the break. That's why they brought on Nielsen and Zito Luvumbu, the substitutes, to provide fresh leg. An easy save for the goalkeeper. Still 0-0 here. Other games taking place today in Group B. The Central African Republic heading for victory against Lesotho. Louis Mafuta, prolific striker, has got a couple of goals in that game. Guinea-Bissau winning by 1-0 at home to Eswatini. Congo beating South Sudan by 1-0. And earlier today, Burundi with a 3-2 win away in Malawi. Malawi had come from behind a couple of times. Burundi eventually grabbing the points. These qualifying matches being spread over into the weekend and the start of next week too. Morocco have already qualified, of course, automatically as hosts, are playing games in the qualifying campaign. They will face Gabon tomorrow. Egypt to play Cape Verde, a reprisal of a duel at the Cup of Nations when they were in the same group as the Ghanaians, and both qualified for the knockout stage at the expense of the Black Stars. And speaking of the last AFCON, Ivory Coast, who won it on home soil, they play Zambia tomorrow evening. Semenyo into the box, tries to cut it back for Kudus, and it's deflected behind for the corner. Maybe Antoine Semenyo could have gone for goal himself there. Brilliant 1-2 between him and Mahmoud Kudus. He tried to return it to the West Ham man, and David Carmo just sticking his leg out and getting enough of a touch on it to take it wide of goal. He celebrated it as if he'd scored a goal, punching the air. And Angola making more changes now. Freddy Ribeiro coming off. Roman, I'm going to defend the corner kick first. Depu is on. The double substitution has been made. Depu, a striker. Corner comes in and Depu under pressure, winning the free kick. See this again. Ghanaian players attacking it. Pedro Gonçalves making his last couple of changes, bringing on a forward in Depu and a midfielder in Maestro. And Jordan Ayew is making way. We are going to see Iñaki Williams for the final few minutes here, the winger with Athletic Club Bilbao in Spain. Of course, the older brother of Nico Williams, who lit up the European Championship as Spain won the title in July. Zito Luvumbu has been a bit of a menace since coming on for Angola. Just putting himself about, conceding the free kick there. Comes to Salisu. Are we going to see a goal today here in Kumasi? Didn't think we were going to see a goal when these teams played each other in the qualifiers for the last AFCON, of course. Ghana won that one with a late goal. They might just grab it here with a late goal. Neblu diving down low to his left to catch that ball. Paintsel on as a substitute. Not even sure he got a touch to that. May have come off the defender. It was Tarek Lamptey's ball in. I think Paintsville did touch it, but didn't necessarily know a huge amount about it. See how the change that Angola made, bringing on Depu, taking off Mabululu, a straight swap through the middle of the attack. Now, Pedro Gonçalves, of course, wants the fresh legs up front just in case, but the main focus is on defending, holding on to what they've got and making sure they leave here with a point. Never so hard. Otto Addo's team unable to find a breakthrough. Back for a second spell in charge of the Ghanaian national team. Otto Addo has helped them properly launch their bid to qualify for the next World Cup in North America. They want to get to that competition, of course. They want to certainly get to the AFCON coming up in 15 months' time. Looks like they might be getting off to a bit of a false start, but a draw here against a much improved Angola team would not be a disgrace by any means. They certainly don't want to lose this. As we come up to the end of the 90 minutes, Luvumbu lifts it into the box, held up towards the far post and attacked. The header is off target. It was Depu. From Strela's ball in. Depu, based in the Portuguese top flight with Gil Vicente. We're into stoppage time now. The 90 minutes have come and gone. Kudus for Ghana. Challenged just before he got to the penalty area. Sent down the line by Maestro. 5 added minutes at the end of this match. Well, assuming that's 5 minutes from a minute ago and not 5 minutes from now, we'll see how long we carry on for. Will it be enough time for Ghana or Angola to win this? Ghana's goal in the last campaign in this qualifying fixture in this stadium against these opponents came in the 96th minute through Antoine Semenyo. They won that one 1-0. I think safe to say that if we get a goal now, it will be the only goal of this game. Semenyo. Seydou. Semenyo. He's worked so hard out there today. Antoine Semenyo. Can have the fresh legs have made an impact, and Luvumbu's ball in shoots. Was perfectly placed to pounce, and Felicio Milson has surely won this game for Angola. A bitter moment for Otto Addo, the Ghana coach, and for the Black Stars supporters here. And sweet revenge for the Angolans after they lost 1-0 to a stoppage time goal in the last AFCON qualifying campaign last year. A remarkable ending to this game. the Ghanaians are stunned, and they'll still hope that the defeat in this fixture does not prevent them from qualifying for the AFCON. They'll be expected to get the better of Sudan and Niger, but goodness me, what a dampener for the home fans. See a big crowd, close to a full house in this stadium. And Nielsen's goal has almost certainly won it for the away team. Just going to eat up some seconds. Ghana, of course, have had more of the possession, more of the territory. Angola have deliberately set up to thwart them, to play on the break, to defend in numbers, and the game plan has worked to perfection, you have to say. Might still be another minute. Time perhaps for Ghana to rescue this. And it's going to be Angola escaping here with the win, and it's a setback for Ghana. Look to be on the right track under Otoado after fine win in Mali in World Cup qualifying in June, and then a dramatic win against the Central African Republic a few